basically the idea is you want to try and kill the enemy SPG, even if he's not spotted. And there's different techniques for doing it. One is to try and find trees that have been knocked down. Oh, did you see that right there? Okay. There was a shot that came out. You might think that it was going in, but it was actually from this area. There's a tank right here, and he was shooting away. And there was a thickness to the tracer. When the tracer is thicker, I think that's a sign of an SPG hitting some higher altitude. So basically what I did was I saw evidence that there's an SPG basically in the area where it says 25, how many rounds I have left. In that area there is an SPG, and I'm going to see if I can kill him. So I definitely saw his shot go out, but I don't think I aimed properly, so it looks like I missed. You'll note that there are 2 SPGs on the enemy team, and with some tanks like the FV-304 and the Bishop, they have a shorter range, and the Hummel might be another one, or the Grill. So, okay, so I was able to destroy the GW Panther in this game simply by seeing its tracer round. Right now what I'm doing is I'm viewing the horizon to see if I can see any shots from the enemy SPGs, but I did not do that. I didn't see any of their shots. So I figured these bushes over here is a place where SPGs are likely to hide, so I took some shots over here. You want to look for things like broken fences and fallen trees and tracer shots. If you saw right there in the middle of the water, a shot ran out. So there's an enemy SPG in the water. There's a second one right there. So apparently when I was playing the game, I must have missed both of them. And maybe I got confused and thought that he was in a different location. So there were 2 shots that emanated from... There's a third shot that came out of the water. I tried to find the location where I thought he was.
They're knocked out.
And you can see I killed that SPG. I saw a tree move, and then I saw another tree move. You're probably going to see another tree move. And I'm trying to figure out where the enemy SPG is. And I saw a tree... I think it's going to be a little bit to the right. There it is. I don't know if you saw that. A tree apparently fell down. So I decided to take a shot at that tree. And let's see what happened.
Got him.
It looks like a tank had knocked that tree down. It was an SPG. And it showed his location. And it allowed me to kill him early in the game. It was actually 1 minute into the game that I was able to do so. And I'm going to show you that I was able to successfully kill an enemy SPG who was never spotted. You can see that it's only been 40 seconds into the game. And I'm not sure how I figured out where he was. Let's play the video and see if we have any information regarding where he is. But I don't know how it was that I located him. There it is. You saw that shot going out. So a shot ran from that area, and I waited until I aimed in. And then I took a shot right at that location.
They're knocked out.
And as you can see, I was able to destroy an enemy SPG based on the fact that I saw the tracer round, the tracer coming out from that location. There it is. That bush shot. Oh, 2 shots came out of these bushes. But I think I'm aiming at the wrong spot. I think I should have aimed at the other bush that was a little bit further to the north, not the tree. You'll note that in the A4 area there is an SPG that is spotted who is moving in my direction. So we know that there's 2 SPGs right here. We just have to wait. Oh, there's a tree that fell down. But the question is, where's the SPG? Okay, so that bush shot something out again. Please be aware that this is a replay. And because it's a replay, it might not line up exactly the way it did when I originally played. So we know that there's one to the north of the bush, and then there's one that just shot from that tree. So there's still 2 enemy SPGs right there. My theory is that the tracer round comes from where the ammo is loaded into the gun. So my current theory is if you see a tracer round, try to aim right for the point where it begins. And there might be some exceptions, such as a Crusader SP. Keep in mind, again, like I said, this is a replay, so where I'm aiming might not line up with where I actually did aim during the game. But do keep in mind that even if you don't kill the SPGs, there's a chance that you're still doing damage to them from the burst radius. Okay, so there was another shot that came out, which identified a location. I really think that the replay is not accurate.
They're knocked out.
Okay, so I did hit a tank on that case. Oh, did you see that? There was one that shot. I'm going to show you where it was. It shot from down here, if you see with the cursor. This tree over here, I saw a shot come out of that tree. But it doesn't mean that it's an SPG. It could have been a regular tank. But I missed it, apparently, while I was playing the game. There's a bush right there. So my theory is an enemy SPG drove through there, broke through the fence, and hid in that bush. And we're going to see if it's true or not. Obviously, we got to wait till we aim. 1 minute of the game has elapsed. I click the button to fire.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
What a lucky shot. Now remember, my mission is SPG-10, the Bane of Artillery, destroy at least 2 enemy SPGs. So I took a shot, or I decided I would take a shot at another bush because there is a second SPG unit. I believe it's another S-51. And the thing is, I need to locate that other SPG. It could be here, it could be somewhere in a completely other direction. So I'm examining the map. I don't see anything out of place. I see a bush here where a enemy SPG might hide. I don't know if I'm going to take a shot at it or not. I've killed tons of SPGs using this method. Okay, I haven't killed tons. Maybe I've killed maybe 10 of them. But something's going to happen that's going to give me a clue as to where the enemy SPG is. He's somewhere on this map, and he's probably going to fire his gun. And when he fires his gun, I'm going to see where he fired it from. Now there I'm taking a random shot at a bush. I'm sure you saw that. He fired his gun from here. I actually am aiming a little low. I should be aiming in this area right here. So this is the wrong spot. You got to catch it as quickly as you can. But there's an enemy SPG right in that area. And you're going to see what happens. My reload time is a little bit faster than his. So what's going to happen is I'm going to start catching up to him in terms of reload. He's going to fire, and then I'm going to catch him a lot quicker right after he fires. Right now, there's a little bit of a delay. I'm trying to figure out where he might be in case he moved. And again, my first shot was in the wrong position. Oh, there he is. Now, my theory is that the tracer that you view comes from where the ammo is loaded into the gun. It doesn't come from the end of the gun, as far as I know. So depending on what tank it is, if it's a Crusader SP, it might be coming from the back of the tank, and if it's the S51, it might be coming more from the front of the tank, or the middle of the tank. There is an issue in that this particular SPG was moving around a lot. So while I was waiting to locate him, usually he was in a completely different position. There he is. Unfortunately, though, I aimed for absolutely the wrong spot. Where his shot came from was over here, and I probably should have aimed for this area, but I aimed for back here. Then what happened was that he actually got spotted. But unfortunately, this was the end of the game. The score is 13-3, and I'm waiting to get my last shot in. And that's how close I was. I was literally a split second away from being able to get a kill shot on this tank. And if I had, I would have completed the mission SPG-10, the Bane of Artillery, destroy at least 2 enemy SPGs. I know you're wondering, it's very difficult to be an SPG player and to kill enemy SPGs, but this is the technique that I'm using. It's easier if you're going up against 3 enemy SPGs. My best game so far, using this technique, Unspotted, has been killing 1 out of 3 on the first try, and the other 2 I damaged 2 or 3 times. And you don't know that you're damaging them because of the splash damage. It doesn't notify you. Okay, so that's the technique that I've been using. There are other videos that I've made about it where I've been experimenting with it. The tank is the S51. It's a Tier 7 Russian SPG. The map is Live Oaks. If you have any questions or comments, please post below. And if you are an SPG player, you're welcome to apply to be in one of my clans, either CBKS or CBSPG, which is our SPG-specific clan. Thank you.